Yo, motherfuckers, are we live? Everything working? My levels are up, bitrate looks good. I have my task list along with guides to a bunch of bullshit that I might get to tonight. Alright, everything posted, announcement in my Discord. Join my Patreon for $1 and you get to join my Discord. How about that? Yeah. Blizzard's adding new nameplates. And midnight. Oh boy. Though they don't look too bad. I kinda don't like the colors that they've chosen for spell casting, but that's not my problem right now. My problem is this game. And making sure the stream of it is set up properly. And my controller, my very expensive PS5 controller, doesn't fall on the floor. And that my computer doesn't break. Because that's always a risk you take when you stream. How did the controller cord get so tangled up? Why are we doing this? What happened here? How did that happen? I swear to God, Conan, why'd you do that? I blame the dog. He had nothing to do with it, but I blame him. I feel like I always end up going to the main menu on Hironobu Sakaguchi's name, and I feel bad. I'm not meaning to disrespect the man. Okay, if I remember correctly, I only have Cactuar to get in the Thunder Plains. Yes, I only have the Cactuar, and I have Kimari's weapon to try and get. Which involves waiting for these damn Cactuar statues to start glowing. Oh hey, Cactuar! Can I just overdrive them? Will the overdrive miss? Okay, the shitty thing is I have no idea whether or not that actually worked. Okay, I have all my Cactuars. So that did actually work. Also, I forgot that they spell Cactuar this way in this game, and I hate it. Why do you spell it that way? Also, for anyone wondering, the stroll, like, the ability down there, MP stroll, that means MP, there's like HP stroll and MP stroll. What that means is that on the overworld, whenever you walk around, every few steps, your MP or HP will go up. You'll just passively heal. Not something I find particularly worth it. That's why I don't really care about that. I also just don't really care about weapons right now in general.
That's how it's done.
Let's wait by this one. It's random. Oh, who's moving on the sphere grid? Is that Lulu? I did something really stupid, I think, the other day, and I gave her Holy, but not in the way I should have given her Holy. But she has Holy. And also, Auron is building up a fuck ton of grid power because I don't know where to put him. I think I might put him through a Waka. Wait, oh, I forget that you can actually like zoom, like do this to the sphere grid. And it's not 3D, which is kind of funny. Like, this is a 3D object, but this is not, like... And I would wager that the paths are 3D, maybe? I'm sure you can make those, pretty easily with by other means. There is a way to just straight up zoom out on the sphere grid. I should mark down that I have gotten all of the Cactuar. Which would mean that Macalania is next on my list. Or I could go back to Mushroom Rock Road and try and get all of the monsters there. No encounters would be so good right now. That one's not awake. But also, I can just flee. Can you just fucking light up? Is this a watched pot never boils situation? And no, I am not dodging 200 lightning bolts on stream tonight. That I'm pretty sure that is gonna have to be an off-stream thing. Because, it just takes forever. Like, think about how much time is between every lightning bolt. And try to imagine streaming that for 3 hours. Oh my god. And if you mess up, like, no, I can't take it. I'm not gonna do it. I don't have the strength in me for that. Oh, I have all of the monsters. Oh my god, get away from me. Let me check something. Cactuar stones aren't lighting up. FF10 Thunder Plains. That was startlingly unhelpful. Though I might have to go and pray at the first two again because I closed my game, so... At the very least, reloading the area probably can't hurt. There's a bunch of stones, but you only need to pray at 3. It's just these ones aren't lighting up. I should also look up how much resources it takes to make it. What? Oh, because I dodged a couple lightning bolts. I think that's probably like the first reward you get for like dodging 1 lightning bolt, or like maybe 3 in a row or something. Just get back to the entrance. It's gonna be annoying if I don't have to go all the way back, but at least it's not like the worst thing in the world. I have all these monsters, so I don't need to kill anything here. Oh, Cactuar Ghost. Where you going, buddy? Where are you going? Where are you going? Are you leading me to that one? I know a Cactuar Ghost is supposed to appear around you when you've done the first 2. Or at least when you've done the whole thing right. It's supposed to lead you to the tower, and then you're supposed to pray to the tower and you find Kimahri's weapon. Okay, I can't do anything to that. Cactuar Ghost. I think that means I did it and it still counts for here, so maybe I just need to reload the second area and I'll be okay. It's so bizarre that this is like a 20-year-old game at this point. 24-year-old game. And some of this shit is just still so obtuse to even people who've been playing it for this long. Okay. I like how it's being so supportive of me, even though I've only dodged like maybe 5 lightning bolts at once. Okay. I've reloaded the area. I am just gonna stand here. Some people were saying dodging lightning bolts will get them to light up. Some people were saying just waiting will get them to light up. Shit's unclear. I just want my Cactuar statue, man. Can I like wedge myself in here so that I don't jump back when lightning strikes? Or will I always jump backwards in that particular way? Also, I don't think I would be able to talk while dodging 200 fucking lightning bolts. I would have like no way of knowing that I had done it unless there's an achievement for it or something. I might have, it's an achievement I might have already earned. It's funny because my partner was like, oh, I could just set up a Raspberry Pi with a light sensor and just have it, you know, mash the X button whenever the screen turns white. And I'm like, that'd be really funny, actually. How's everybody's day been? We went to the store. Picked up some frozen veggies. Some Tide Pods. Well, Arm & Hammer pods. But I've been liking using those. It's a lot less work. I don't have to think about it as much. And for how infrequently we do laundry, like, we wash our clothes, but we have enough clothes that, like, we can wait a while to wash our clothes. You know, like, maybe once every week or two, we do a huge load of laundry. And it's like 2 or 3 loads of, you know, towels, clothes. We also just don't really go places where we get dirty. Interesting that I haven't been hit by lightning here. Oh, now? Because I haven't been moving? Interesting. So, Silksong's coming out. I did play a little bit of Hollow Knight. And I liked what I played of it, it's just I find that I'm not very good at it. I don't know, I've never been a huge fan of Metroidvanias. And it involves, like, Dark Souls-esque, like, combat and stuff. I played quite a bit of it, but I just kind of got lost in the world. I don't have a very good internal map in my brain. I had a similar problem with Ori and the Blind Forest. Like, I got to a certain point in the game and I just couldn't figure out where to go next. And it just sort of, like, broke me a little bit. Like, it's a beautiful, gorgeous game and all that. I struggle with that kind of thing. Which is kind of a shame because I feel like I could be really good at making and designing a Metroidvania. Because I like making maps and I like making assets and maps and all that. I don't know. I've thought recently about like the types of games that I would like to make, and I don't know, the easiest thing I could probably whip together is like a visual novel. I had brainstormed my own farm sim game. You know how you do that sometimes, you just like think about what you want in a game like that, and you just sort of think about it a little too hard. I have the doc for it somewhere. And I know I spent a bit of time, like, one of the things that annoys me about farm sim games is that, one, you don't really grow anything in winter. Like, for the longest time, you didn't really grow much of anything even in Stardew in winter. Like, you could grow, like, the winter yam, but I think that was, like, it. Like, the winter seeds, which was just the forageables. But there aren't any, like, crops that grow in winter. When, in reality, yeah, a lot of things actually do still grow in winter, like carrots and, like, a lot of root vegetables actually survive in winter pretty good. And I was like, oh, I should do that. But then there's also the problem of, like, well, after a couple years in the game, there's nothing new added to the stores. You know, like, playing Fields of Mystria, and I think I'm on, like, year 2 in that game, and it already kind of feels like there's no new crops to plant. There's no new farm to farm. I don't know, maybe one day I'll, you know, show off my Mystria farm and all that, but, like, I usually end up establishing myself pretty quickly within, like, the first 2 years of, like, the farm and the ranch and all of that, and even in Stardew. And, like, Stardew has added a lot of extra shit you can do. And I understand Mystria isn't completely fully up, you know, developed yet. It's still in early access, technically. And I do like Fields of Mystria. It's a good farm sim game. I love the aesthetic of it, and, like, how it takes inspiration from, like, 90s anime and stuff in its character designs. And I think it's really fun, and, like, I like the improvement trees and, like, the skill tree and stuff in it. I like when they incorporate that sort of thing into those games, because it gives a little bit more variety, a little bit more to work toward. I think it's a bit too easy? Conan! Buddy! I think earning the XP is a little bit too easy. But you can become overpowered really quick if you just without much effort. But I think it's doing something nice. It's probably not going to be Stardew, but Conan, if you don't shut up, I will lock you out. I will. Like, dude, you're being way too much right now. I think I might need to come back here with no encounters on, because this is actually kind of aggravating, and I don't need that tonight. But no, I like aspects of all of these farm sim games, and I've played a lot of farm simulators. And what about you? Are you gonna light up anytime soon? Like, I've played a lot of them. And people were saying it takes like 30 seconds for these things to light up, and they don't. Like, what is happening? Did I not? I had the Cactuar Ghost. And these were lit up last time I was playing. It's just they didn't light up when, you know, they winked out when I got near them because timing. This is really kind of upsetting. Like, I saw the Cactuar Ghost. That's supposed to mean that you did it right. Isn't it? Like, it's supposed to lead you to the one you're supposed to hit next. And like, if I have to redo it, fine, I'll redo it. I was under the impression I didn't have to. But no, I had like a bunch of ideas for characters and whatnot for my own little farm sim game, and obviously, like, I don't have game dev experience. I don't even know where I would begin with something like that on my own. I am no concerned ape. Like, and I worry that I would be setting out to make it for that way for the wrong reason. Okay, look, this isn't lit up. Like, this isn't lit up. Like, I see the Cactuar Ghost. It's right here. It's right here. Where are you going, you little fucker? What do you want from me? Kimahri, why is your weapon like this? Look, I know where you're leading me. You're leading me towards the one in this little nook. Like, you're leading me here to this little nook where the second one is, and I've hit both of them. I've prayed to both of these. And let me see, like, Cactuar Ghost Thunder Plains. What does that come up? forget the ghost, just look for a busted down tower about halfway through the first half of the Thunder Plains. It's on the right side of the screen, kind of embedded in the wall. Okay. I think I'm coming from Guano Salam. I guess I just follow where the Cactuar ghost leads, because the stones in the other area aren't lighting up, and I was under the impression that I needed to touch those. And if that's wrong, that's wrong. Like, oh. I hate this game. I hate this game so much. I love this game, but I hate it so much. So mad. Like, I'm not mad, but I'm what the fuck? Kimahri! Kimahri, you son of a bitch. I hate everything. I hate everything. Here's a dumb thing I can get rid of. You're dumb. No. I hate so much right now. I'm so annoyed. What do you mean? I didn't touch any of the stones in the second half of the Thunder Plains. Yeah, I don't think. Conan, what happened? Alright, well that takes care of that, I guess. Alright. What the fuck? Get me out of this crazy fucking place, Sid. Go to the Calm Lands.
Here we go.
And then I'm gonna go check on that and make sure I got everything. I need to come back here and eventually get all of the enemies here, but I have one of each. Which is the requirement for Yuna's thing. But Auron's is the one we're grinding towards. What do you got for me? 99 Chocobo Wings. Not now. Alright, what was that actually? Right, Thunder Plain. Iron Giant. Okay, we have everything. What was the area conquest? Cactuar King. I think that's one that you can fight and grind against if you don't get the Tonberry. we're not done with the Thunder Plains, but I am done with the Thunder Plains for now. Because if I look at it anymore, I'm gonna scream. We go to Mushroom Rock. This is technically the coordinates of God Hand, where you get Riku's weapon. But Mushroom Rock monsters show up here, so I should be able to grind out the rest of the ones I'm missing. Let me just clean up my, my stuff. Got some Blitzball notes. Got a Kimahri's weapon, just need to get his sigil. For a status update, I've got this doc that details what I'm doing. I've got Yojimbo, I have Tidus's ultimate weapon. Yuna, I have weapon and crest. Auron, I have weapon and crest. Wakka, I have crest. Lulu, crest. Kimahri, weapon and crest. Riku, weapon. All monsters in Besaid, Kilika, Mihan High Road, Jose, and Thunder Plains. I have not touched any of these because, Jesus Christ, they are stupid powerful and I do not have the gear for it. So right now we're kind of working on Auron's, which requires capture one of every fiend from 10 different areas. Which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's Macalania, and I technically have Calmlands, but I don't have 10 of every fiend in Calmlands. That's why this isn't labeled. But if I get, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be Mushroom Rock Road, 7 Macalania, 8 Bikanel, 9 Calmlands, 10 Gagazet or Cavern of the Stolen Faith. So I don't have to do these last two. Which grinding, this particular area is a point of no return area, so I don't get how people grind enemies from Inside Sin, but and make them count. But we can work on possibly Riku's stuff here, because all of this is in, the crest and the sigil are all in, Bikanel. So finish up Mushroom Rock Road, get to Macalania. Bikanel doesn't have a ton. They're very annoying. Particularly these two motherfuckers. But they don't have a ton. So, and then I can clean up Calmlands, and then head into the Cavern of the Stolen Faith. And that should satisfy both Riku and Auron. Everyone else is kind of their own problem after that. Because there's the 200 lightning bolts, 7 blue butterflies, which I'm not gonna do while I'm trying to grind monsters. Because they're incongruous with each other. And then Wakka's is entirely Blitzball, which I found a link to a Blitzball guide. I should close that over here. And then I'll probably I might be safe to go do Geoscano. I have the petrified grenades for stoneproof gear. I could become stoneproof and go for him. Her. Might not do that tonight though. Alright, let's get back to it. I gotta show off my Google Doc, okay? I didn't spend a lot of time on it, but I spent some time on it. Oh, there's not a lot of music here. But this is the area where, you get Riku's weapon. Gandarawa limit reached, red element, and Lamash too. Yeah, those are two that I need. I need Raptor, Red Element, Lamashtu, and Garuda. The problem with farming on Mushroom Rock Road is that Mushroom Rock Road is kind of fucked. So, this is technically the easiest way of doing this. Alright, I have enough red elements now.
That's how it's done.
I should be pretty close on everything but the Garuda. The Garuda's another rare one, but people were saying that it shows up here pretty frequently. I don't think it's another Simur situation. I mean, I could also just eat my words, but... Enemies here are also not particularly difficult.
Farewell.
Alright, here's a Garuda. Nice. Alright. This is also the safest place, part of Mushroom Rock Road to do this. I don't know if it's true that they show up when you have that particular Aeon, but the Dark Aeons, the Magus Sisters, are on Mushroom Rock Road, and all three of them chase you down, like, run you down. All throughout Mushroom Rock Road. Like, the above map. And you can defeat them all individually, and like whittle it down and actually gradually defeat them. If you're strong enough, that might be the easiest Dark Aeon actually to defeat. But it's very likely that more than one of them will catch up to you at once, and yeah. And if it's the wrong ones, you're kind of screwed. Yeah, Conan? Oh, my poor baby boy. I've actually been getting into Lily's chocolate lately. I've been told I'm pre-diabetic, which, I mean, I'm on the internet a lot. Like, my lifestyle, I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to change it, eat less sugar and all that. It's not surprising that I am pre-diabetic, but I've really been actually getting into Lily's chocolate lately, and like not eating it a ton. Like, it tastes fine. Like, it's good when I want some chocolate, and of course I'll just have normal chocolate sometimes too. Like, you can't just completely delete all of that stuff from your life. Not, you know, unless you're, like, really on a strict medical necessity diet or something like that. Like, if you're allergic to something, yeah, you gotta cut it out, but... I am not allergic to chocolate, thankfully. But, like... I'm just trying to lower my sugar intake. So Lily's chocolate has been good, but it's also, like, not good enough for me to want to eat a ton of it at once. Like, it's got just enough of an odd taste that I don't want to eat too much of it. Which kind of works for me. Like, I got these little, Lily's chocolate-covered caramels. and
Farewell.
they're okay. Like,
No time
I
to waste.
remember
Let's go.
a long time ago, back when I lived in Saginaw, Target, and this is probably like 20 years ago. No, not, yeah, about 20 years ago probably. Target had, and I don't know what brand it was, but it was only at Target. And they had these chocolates, little chocolate balls, that was like dark milk, white, chocolate covered caramel balls. I got enough Raptors. And they were really good. Like, I loved those things. But I found them like maybe once or twice, but I never found them again. And like, I would go and look for them. Whenever we didn't go to Target often. When I was growing up, Target was considered the expensive store. And also, Target didn't really have a lot in the way of groceries. Like, it's a much more... They've added a lot in terms of groceries now at Target. But Target used to only have, like, snacks. Like, dry goods, and, only some, like, milk and cheese and stuff like that. And it was a really small section. Target was where you went when you wanted better clothes and houseware stuff. Like, that's what Target was for. For us, it was like, Walmart was the cheapest. Meijer was our go-to. Like, middle of the road go-to. Okay, no. Aldi, cheapest for groceries. Walmart, if you wanted electronics, you used to go to Walmart. Meijer, middle, our go-to for groceries. Target, if you wanted house stuff or like niche toys. Because Target would get like exclusive toys. Or nicer clothes, too. And then the mall was like super expensive clothes and house stuff. At least that's how you see it as a kid, you know? Like, you kind of get a sense of
That's how it's done.
where you go for certain things. Like, where your parents prefer to go. And you don't really understand why, but you get that sense. Does the Lamashtu's crotch mask also blink at you? Or did I see that wrong? Because it looks like the crotch mask also blinks at you. Oh no, if it does. Thinking more about what I'd like to do next after FF10, and I was floating around. I don't need any of these. I was floating around like Nier Replicant and Dragon Quest XI. But I was also thinking, what if I actually tried to do a Nuzlocke? Like, I've never actually done a Nuzlocke. Like, I've never played Pokemon that way. And frankly, I'm not even sure I would like playing Pokemon that way. But I have like a copy of, you know, Pokemon Emerald or something. Like, I have, you know, legitimate copies of a couple of Pokemon games, and doing a Nuzlocke on them might be kind of fun. I mean, I could do it once. If I don't like it, I don't like it.
Farewell.
You know, like, it doesn't have to be the thing that I do unless I really like it. And even so, I don't think it would be a thing that I, like, commit to. I don't need any of you fuckers. Go away. But I know Pokemon, the third generation of Pokemon, pretty damn well. I grew up playing Sapphire. I didn't play Emerald as much, but the differences are, you know, the differences might make it interesting for me. Plus there's just more encounters, I think, to screw up in Emerald than there are in, like, base game Ruby and Sapphire. Alright, I have a little mash do, so it's just Garuda time now.
That's how it's done.
I would also like to do a semi-regular, like, 100 baby challenge in Sims 4. Which is kind of like a loaded statement because The Sims 4 is buggy as all hell. And I know they're trying to fix it. They're doing their best, but like babies and toddlers are so buggy in Sims 4. Babies, infants, and toddlers. And if I'm gonna be real, like, if I could play the game without infants... I didn't ask for infants. I am not one of the people who is clamoring for infants and like another life stage in The Sims 4. If anything, I would like them to expand on the ones they already have, like making teens a bit more their own thing. Like, I know high school years kind of tried to do that, but visually, teens look almost indistinguishable from young adults. There's no, like, teen-specific clothing, there's no... The teens are, like, even the same height as adults. As adult Sims. And it's like, once they're a teen, they're basically adults, and it's kind of boring. And also, high school years was also kind of a flop to me. But like, with all of the changes to romance, and I just, it might be kind of funny to do. I gotta be getting close on Garudas. I've actually been pretty lucky with them. Don't need that. But, I keep saying psh. Someone cut out every time I say and like turn it into a compilation. But yeah, 100 baby challenge. And like, I have my problems with The Sims 4. like, I wish that they had decided to make Sims 5. I think going forward, The Sims 4 is already bloated as all hell. Like, the amount of content, capital C content, over $1,000, pushing $2,000 worth of content in The Sims 4. That's insane. And I think they don't expect everyone to buy every single piece of content. But they also kind of do expect everybody to buy every single piece of content, you know? Like, wink wink, nudge nudge. It's, if you don't get the pre-order bonus items, you know? And I am caught up on Sims 4 content. Like, I have, you know, all of the Sims 4 content, except, like, the special edition of the base game. I don't like that they're just gonna keep adding on to it. And just adding on to it, and adding on to it. Like, no, guys, that's not... They can refresh the game, like, refresh lots, refresh, like, townies, until they turn blue in the face, but... if they don't fix the game itself, like how it functions, how all of these, like, hundreds of itty-bitty little pieces of content fit together, and they don't make that any new content they make fit together well with all of the other content they made, people are gonna fall the hell off of it. Like, it's really frustrating that they make 2 expansions a year. Like, 10 kits a year. Maybe 2 game packs a year. 2 or 3 or 4 game packs a year. If they even think game packs or stuff packs are a thing anymore. And all of it feels, now that we know we're not getting Sims 5, it feels very ridiculous that certain features are being stowed away in a pack. Like, I don't mind that businesses and hobbies came with pottery. I've wanted pottery in The Sims for a long time. What I mind is that businesses and hobbies came with not enough hobbies. And that a lot of the hobbies are relegated to stuff packs, like Nifty Knitting, or... oh, fuck. You know what I mean, though. Like, the things that they are choosing to include in the content that they are producing. It feels very disingenuous. Conan, it's okay, baby. And as far as the 100 baby challenge goes for me, I've tried to do it a couple times on my own, like not streaming or anything, Conan. But the problem is, I get, you know, you can get, you know, all your bows lined up with, you know, Cupid's Corner, get everybody set up, get everybody, you know, down to clown. Conan, you're barking at your own reflection, my guy. But, and you can pop out, you know, one kid, two kid, you know, twins, triplets, whatever. Conan! I'm ranting. But you can pop out all these kids. And yeah, when they're in the bassinet, they're fine. The moment they leave that bassinet as infants, my game breaks. Like, my sim will pick up the baby, put down the baby, pick up the baby, put down the baby, pick up the baby, put down the baby. Oh no, the baby is starving. Oh no, the baby's being taken away. So I would almost have to skip the infant life state. I'm spending so much time in this FF10 game talking about The Sims. Because I need a fucking Garuda to show up. But that's the dilemma I would face, and like, is it really a 100 baby challenge if you skip over infants? But I would, like, mechanically, I would also technically fail the traditional rules of a 100 baby challenge if I kept the infants, because, well, shit, like, my infants would get taken away. Like, my Sims cannot interact normally with infants. They used to. But somewhere down the line, like, something in the AI broke. And infants just break in my game. And I know I'm not alone in that. Like, a lot of people have been having this issue, some of them since, oh fuck. What expansion even introduced infants? Growing Together. Like, this has been an issue since Growing Together. And it just hasn't been fixed for everybody. Like, hell, gardening breaks for everybody, and that's been broken for years. So it's like, I would have to skip the infant stage. Which I guess it's no big deal, it's just, I mean, toddlers function just fine for me. But it doesn't feel very in the spirit of the challenge part of it. Can I have a big bird, please? Big bird, please. I should rewatch Parks and Rec. Money, please. Whereas if I did, you know, a Pokemon Nuzlocke, it would be a whole different set of frustrations. Like, I would have to do it with modified rules, I think. The traditional Nuzlocke rule is nickname your Pokemon, only catch one Pokemon per route, and it has to be the first one you see. If your Pokemon faints, it is considered dead and cannot be used again. Like, people add, you know, level caps and no items, no dupes. You can't have dupes. And like, I could probably play with the dupes. Bye, Waka. I could probably function with the dupes clause. And maybe have like a Hail Mary items clause. Like, maybe for every gym battle, I only get to use 1 or 2 items. Not that I ever actually end up using a ton of items in Pokemon anyway. You know, like, I usually don't play with a ton of items in Pokemon. Potions and whatnot. Held items are still a thing. But, like, it would have to be modified rules. And you know, can people handle that? Can people handle like watching a modified rule set? Without, you know, losing their gourds over it. And I don't know, I've seen people get really heated over Nuzlocke rules. And I'm like, just guys, it's a game. People, it's a self-imposed challenge. And I agree with Peach Owl that, like, first and foremost, you gotta have fun with it. Like, fun is the most important part. And you've got to make sure that you're having fun with it. With anything that you're, you know, streaming for content. Believe it or not, I'm having fun doing this. This is asinine and mind-numbing. But I'm having fun with it. You know? Like, but if I did a Nuzlocke, I think I would need a ROM with rare candies in it. I also have a couple of interesting ROMs like Crystal Redux and like reimaginings of a couple of the games that I thought might be kind of fun to do at some point. Basically, if I see an interesting ROM hack, I'm like, oh, I'll just take that and, you know, give it a go at some point. Like, I have Emerald Kaizo, and I have Run and Bun, and Inclement Emerald, and some, I have Run and Bun. I could play Run and Bun. Am I gonna Nuzlocke? Like, hardcore Nuzlocke? Run and Bun? Oh, fuck no. Fuck no. That is the surest way for me to crash out and throw my controller through a screen. But would I casually play Run and Bun as if it were a normal Pokemon game? Oh, hell yeah, that'd be really funny. I think. I personally think that would be kind of interesting. Okay, I gotta be getting close on the Garudas. But I think it would be interesting because Run and Bun, like, it doesn't necessarily change the story. But the encounters and whatnot would make it interesting. Like, how far can a more casually minded person get into one of these stupid hard ROM hacks that are meant to be Nuzlocked. Like, no rules, no inhibitions. Just go to, like, Route 302 and be like, oh, what Pokemon are on this route? Pick the most interesting one and just be like, oh, cool, I'll just use this one and see, like, get completely bodied by a gym leader. Would I make it? Probably not. But it would be kind of funny to do as like a, you know, a once in a while sort of thing. Because I like Pokemon. I don't have a capture card. I can't play any of the, like, bigger console, newer ones. You know? Like, I can only play my totally legit, wink wink, Nintendo authorized versions that happen to work on my PC. And actually, man, Silk Song's only 20 bucks. No, I haven't even beaten Hollow Knight. Alright, I got all my Gerudos. I can get the fuck out of this hole. Get me the fuck out of this hole. Oh my god. Get me out. Get me out, get me out, get me out. Make sure I have everything.
Here we go.
But I was told I have all of the Garuda. Oh my god, quit spazzing out, Titus. Titus spazzes out when the focus is not on him. Do 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 do. Yep, 99 candles of life. Not now. What fiend is it? I want to see. I like seeing what monster it makes. Jormungand, I think, is what it would be. Alright. So, we have completed Besaid, Mihan High Road, Jose Road, Kilika, Mushroom Rock, and Thunder Plains. Oh my god, we should complete Calmlands. Alright. Heck, goddammit, we're in Calmlands, so I should probably knock out Calmlands. Plus I have the Chocobo, so I can run around in the areas where, I can get around here pretty quick. We already have enough Skull, and we're pretty close on a lot of them actually, because you have to, you know, obviously fight a fuck ton of things in order to get the rarer ones to appear. And I think the best spot to do that is over here, because I think this is where all of the rarer monsters show up. It's at least a different aesthetic to look at. Though the monsters here are a bit stronger than what I've been fighting. Auron, why did yours have to be like this? I think the Malboro is the rare one here, so that one's gonna be kind of a bitch. I'll at least do this a little bit. I should be able to knock out a couple. Apparently I'm knocking out the Chimera Brains. Don't need your shit. What's going on? Oh, Jordy just posted the Terrace of the Endless Spring assignment sheet. Yeehaw! Now I get to shove that in the face of people. Oh my god, you guys. Can you chill? Okay, I have enough Chimera Brains. I finally got into the new King of the Hill season. I've finally worked my way up to the new shit. Man, I would love to see the designs for Bobby Hill that were put on the cutting room floor. Because he was reportedly the hardest character to design to be older. Which makes sense, he is kind of a main character. Not just kind of, he is arguably like the main character now. And I like how they designed him, but I would really like to see what other designs people came up with. I also like that they kept him kind of, you know, like fluffy. They kept his pudge. They didn't just like beef him up. Like obviously they made him, you know, more proportional, but they, you know, they kept him a little bit husky. Healthily so. I don't like the words I'm using to describe this, but he's got a bit of a gut. And I like that they kept that. And in fact, I like that King of the Hill never shied away from that in its character designs. And unless you were Bill. I mean, even Bill, they poke fun at his weight in the first episode of the revival because it's, you know, supposed to be comical that he has locked himself up since COVID. And has basically just been sitting in his bed since COVID and living off of delivery. Which I'm guessing he's retired now, so he can do that, but yeah, like they hardly ever make fun of a character's appearance in King of the Hill. Usually unless it's Bill. And Bill is a character that I'm not a super huge fan of, honestly. Like, he feels like a very old trope of the best friend that's obsessed with the main character's spouse in a really creepy way. But the stories they gave Bill were actually pretty, like, heartfelt, and I don't know, when they wanted to treat Bill with respect, they did. It's just, Bill was used for a lot of creepy comedy, and I'm not into creepy comedy, like being creepy towards Peggy, and I like that Peggy is aware, like very aware of it. She's not, you know, oblivious and like leading Bill on purpose or anything like that. Like, she's very aware and very uncomfortable with it, but the thing is that I'm uncomfortable with it too. But, like, Bill is a character that every one of those characters is so good. And when they decide to give Bill some nuance and make you really feel for him, they really do. It's a good show, and if you have access to a way to watch it, like, some parts of it have not aged well, because, you know, of the time it was made, but all in all, it was pretty... It's not as bad as some other animated shows from that era. My god, Waka, you fucking idiot. I think I got all of the Nebiros. Yeah, I got all the Nebiros. So, yeah. I'm excited to see where the revival season goes. Because I like the characters. They're, like... I didn't grow up watching reruns of, you know, King of the Hill, like some people did. I only ever caught it occasionally on TV when, you know, my dad would flip to it and, you know, watch it for a little bit. Because my dad was a little bit more, lenient when it came to certain cartoons. And yeah, it probably has a bit to do with the fact that he saw, Hank as a bit like him. Which, like, Hank as a character... Sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't. He certainly says some things that piss me off. He doesn't need a magic bracer. Doesn't need that. Don't need any distilling. I wish there was a way to sort this. Can I just get rid of all of the blank? like that that's called a rule breaker. Oh, this one has a lot to it. I'll keep those slots. Oh yeah, this one's completely blank. Holy shit, yeah. Yeah, I'm keeping that. I don't really need... Why is that so expensive? Holy shit. Don't need that. I also don't need that. Because Yuna and Lulu aren't doing this. Okay. Took care of my inventory a little bit. Sorry, that was probably agonizingly boring. But no, compared to like watching the Futurama revival, I like King of the Hill better, I think. I think Futurama had a really good ending to its original run. The final, you know, what was the final ending to its original run. I didn't think it really needed a revival. Like, it didn't need more seasons. It's fine that they exist, and if they're getting more seasons, go ahead, get that bag, but I'm kind of okay that they didn't, you know. I would have been okay if there had never been another season of Futurama. Because, like, something like Disenchanted could be made. And I liked Disenchanted. I had some issues with it, but I would like to see them tell more original stories. And, like, there were parts of Disenchanted I really liked. I think they could have tightened it up a little bit more. But I also kind of wish they got more of it, so that certain other things could have been explored. It's a good show. Like, if you haven't watched it and you have Netflix, give it a go. Like, obviously if you don't like it, you don't like it, but it's made by the creator of Futurama. And, like, there's fun Futurama references in it, and Bender's voice actor plays a, you know, smarmy little, he plays the king in it. And, like, the king is really good. Like, the king's funny as hell later on. And it's a complete show, like, it's all done. You should go watch it. Like, it's got lesbians in it. My god, die. Not looking forward to the Bicanel Desert portion of this, cause the worm and the fucking bird. I think I overpower them now, but they were a pain in the ass. What else? I watched Long Story Short. I mean, I'm talking about shows now, I guess. While I do this. Watch Long Story Short. It's really good. If you liked BoJack Horseman, or you like family, you know, oriented shows, you should watch it. It's not the same tone as BoJack Horseman, but it is by the creators of BoJack Horseman, Raphael Bob Waxberg and Lisa Hannawalt. And I heard in an interview, actually I heard a lot of my cartoon information from Johnny Two Cellos. But I guess Raphael Bob Waxberg was like, make it look as distinct from BoJack as possible, because he was really desperate for the show not to seem like a BoJack spinoff. So there's no animal characters, like in Tuca and Birdie and in BoJack. Which, I could understand some people looking at Tuca and Birdie and thinking that it is a BoJack spinoff. It's not. Like, it's a good show, and it's not. And I hope it gets more, you know, seasons, which I don't think it's gonna, which sucks. Like, there's a lot of good stories in Tuca and Birdie. But, long story short is, if they only get one season, it would kind of suck, but the first season is pretty complete. It's a sweet, you know, story of, like, a family throughout, like, their whole existence. And it's told in a really interesting way of, like, oh god. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. And it's told by, like, jumping through different periods of time. So, like, one scene will be a character as a child, and another scene will be a character 40 years later. And then it'll go back to maybe when they were in their 20s. But the stories all relate to one another in, like, the theme of the episode. In the story of the episode, not really the theme of it, but... I don't know, it's a good show, it's short. And it probably needs support if it's not gonna, you know, get canceled after one season or 2 seasons. Which I hope it doesn't, because I'm kind of sick and tired of shows getting forcibly canceled. Like, if your show is only meant to last 1 or 2 seasons, sure, fine, yeah, that makes sense. Doesn't need to be any longer than it needs to be. But if your show clearly still has plot threads that are hanging, you should be given the chance to, you know, wrap them up in a way that works. And that's just, you know, that's my pie in the sky opinion. I know that's not really how things are done. Like, Steven Universe was canceled because Rebecca Sugar pushed for, you know, pushed really, really, really hard for the inclusion of Ruby and Sapphire's wedding. And Cartoon Network was like, overseas people aren't gonna like that, people here aren't gonna like that. If you want this, then the show needs to end. Either end with it or end right after it. And God's bless them, but Rebecca Sugar, like, she Trojan horsed that little gay wedding so hard. Put Ruby and Sapphire in opposing gendered outfits. Put Ruby in a dress, put Sapphire in a tux. So it couldn't, so if, other countries dubbing it, they couldn't mess with the lines, or else it would make 0 sense. And then she had to put, and they had to put, I'm misgendering Rebecca Sugar, fuck. But they had to put, they had to put the diamonds coming in at the very end of the wedding in order to ensure the episode couldn't be skipped on, like, reruns of the show. And they did that in 11-minute episodes. Like, I hope Lars of the Stars gets longer episodes. But at the same time, I kind of don't. I like the short episodes. But, like, it's kind of nuts what Sugar did to make that little gay wedding happen, and I'm so glad they did, because now we have a little gay wedding that we can watch. And then, Cartoon Network comes in a couple years later like, oh, you guys, you have a movie. You're greenlit for this movie, but you can't have a movie without more show, so here's more episodes of the show that we forced to cancel. That we forced you to cancel and end in a really awkward way. And it's just like, I would throw something. I think. I have just been yammering. I am so sorry. I need to get up. Get a drink. I'm losing my mind a little bit. I'll be right back. Conan. return, and I thought of another show to yap about. Barry. I've been thinking about that one, like rewatching that lately, and I don't know if I could handle rewatching it. I could barely handle watching it. It's a good show, like it's really good. But it is, if you don't like violence, if you don't like suspense, psychological fuckery, don't watch it. Like, just don't. You can avoid it, but the premise of it is really interesting. Because it's about an a former military guy who becomes sort of like an assassin for hire. Becomes like a mercenary. And he's sent to kill a guy. And he finds the guy, and he finds the guy in the middle of acting classes. Ooh, I have all my Marlboros. Okay. But he finds the guy in the middle of an acting class. And in order to get close to the guy, he has to take the acting class. And it turns out he actually likes it. Like, he likes the acting. So he ends up joining the acting class. And it unravels a bit from there. Like, really unravels. It spirals a bit out of control. It's a fairly short show. It's pretty complete. It gets very, very dark. Like, it goes into why Barry, you know, does what he does, how he feels about it, how... And more importantly, kind of how he doesn't feel about it. And it gets dark. It goes to some dark spots. It goes to some uncomfortable spots. But I still think it's a really good show. Definitely not for everybody. But I don't think I've ever spoken about it to anybody but my partner, who caught a lot of it with me.
Farewell.
While I was, you know, going through it. And my partner has the funniest habit of walking in on me watching shows at the worst time. Like, spoilers for, you know, title card Invincible. Which, I don't really know if it counts as spoilers now that it's, you know, as big as it is, the show. I read the comics. So, when I was watching that first episode, like, I read most of the comics. I think I read the first trade of Invincible. So when I read the comics, or when I watched the show, I knew what was gonna happen at the end of that first episode. I didn't expect it to be as graphic as it was. I definitely kind of had a hard time watching Invincible because of how graphic the violence is. But especially some of the scenes with the Reanimen, the concept already kind of icks me out, but just how graphic it can get. But I knew where that was going. Like, I knew the premise, I knew the hook. And they did it really well in the first episode of the show. Scott knows nothing about any of it. And I was watching it, and he was like in a meeting or something, and he came out This was during COVID when he was working from home. And he came out and caught the very end of Omni-Man massacring the Guardians of the Globe. And he was just like, what the fuck is that? Like, what are you watching? 'Cause I don't think he expected me to watch that. Something like that. And I was just like, oh, this is Invincible. And they did the scene really good. And Scott's just like, that kind of makes me sick to look at. And he was like, you know, I was thinking of watching that, maybe. But I kind of can't now, because that's just the level of gore and whatnot. And it was the gore, like, it wasn't even the context of what was happening. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I was just like, okay, note to self, don't let him watch the rest of the show then. I still haven't caught up. I only watched season 1. I'm bad. My brain would rather watch... I have all the flame plans. My brain would rather watch things that I have already watched than watch something new sometimes. And yeah, I just haven't gotten around to it. I don't need any of you. And I can't get the Machina anyway. But yeah, Scott has the ability to just walk in on the worst parts of whatever I'm watching. And a lot of the time it's something that I want him to watch too. And it kind of ruins it. He did it with Blue Eye Samurai. He actually did sit down and watch an episode or two of it with me. But what he saw, he didn't really have context for. And he wasn't sure he liked it. It was the Onryo episode, I think, that he watched with me. Which, stellar episode of that show. But I have all of these, don't I? Okay, I don't need any of you. But yeah, I have the great ability to turn him. Our interests already, the Venn diagram of our interests is already kind of small. Like, we're overlaps. But, like, I feel bad when I shrink it, you know? When I shrink it a little more. Like, he'll casually sit down and he'll just pop on zombie movies. Casually. He likes, like, action and military stuff. I don't really care that much. Like, action I can take or leave, but, like, pure military movies I'm not into. And zombie stuff and horror in general, just, no, I don't like it. So when we sit down and we try to decide to watch something, it's very funny. We'll sit there and spend like half an hour trying to figure out what we can watch that will not, you know, upset the other in some way. Alright, I have enough shreds. So I can avoid this encounter now. I don't even realize I didn't expect the Calmland stuff to take this long. That leaves me with Anacondoir, Ogre, and Curl. Which I should go back to that one
Let's
to
go.
that corner of the map, because I think that's where they were showing up most. But if I can take care of Calm Lands, then it's one last thing to worry about. And monster capturing happens to unfortunately be a pretty important part of the post-game. Like, I'm grateful I don't have to do every single area, but I already have Orin's weapon and his crest, so not going for his sigil feels kind of like a waste, a waste of potential. Alright, I don't need this encounter. Alright, what else? What else is there? I'm excited for Knights of Guinevere. I liked Owl House a lot, actually. I really liked Owl House. Wish that had gotten to end properly. But I really liked it. Excited for what Dana Terrace does next. And, Knights of Guinevere looks like it might be a bit too much for me, like, horror-wise. But I should be fine. Okay, Anacondors are done. And they might have been done a little bit ago, but I was talking about a whole bunch of other bullshit. So it's just ogres and curls. I think it's time to, Is Waka finally at the end of his damn sphere grid? Because this poor man, for some reason, like, did not make it to the end of his sphere grid by Yunalesca. This poor dumb idiot man. Alright, triple foul. Okay, how do I get more friend spheres? If I... Nope, 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 nope. How do I get more friend spheres? For return spheres, bribe the dark elements in the Cavern of Stolen Faith. Friend spheres are in the Omega Ruin. Teleport spheres are a common drop off of an arena and a boss called Sleep Sprout. Okay. So they are farmable, so I shouldn't feel too bad about using them, but friend spheres are, unfortunately, less farmable, because they're in the fucking Omega Ruins. But I should... What do I have? Okay, I just have... I'm just gonna use this to teleport to... Oh, my logic is somewhat flawed. Oh, I should have waited. Oh well. Where is Orin in relation to Titus? If I... Use. Return. Where does that take me? Any node activated by this character. That's Kimahri. Well, you know what? I was gonna, I think, put Wakka through Auron's anyway. That's not what I meant to do. Oh well. That is where it is now. God damn it. I was gonna put Wakka into Auron's place, not into Tidus's. Never claimed to be the smartest person playing this game. I just need ogres and curls. I don't need you guys. What else is there to yap about? Talking about Knights of Guinevere. New season of Fallout's coming out later this year. I actually really liked the first season. I'm more of a casual Fallout fan. I'm not like crazy into it. I don't really play shooter games, and Fallout, while I like the concept of it and the lore behind it, I'm just kind of not into actually playing it, and not really for the same reason that I don't play, Dark Souls or Soulsborne games. It's more because, like, I'm bad at shooters. I think the only shooter I ever played, like, of my own volition was Gears of War. And, like, co-op games, like Left 4 Dead. Like, if it's a co-op game, I'll play a shooter because, it's co-op. I can count on, like, friends to make up for where I'm, shitty. But we're just playing it on my own. I played Gears of War because I played 1 and 2 with my brother. And we didn't play 3 together. But I played 3 on my own because I wanted to know how the story ended. Or at least that portion of the story. Which, the story kind of ended for me when Dom died. Because, like, Dom was my favorite character. I may have had a crush on him as a child. I also may have had a crush on Anya, I think her name was. Like, I should have known a lot sooner that I was bi. But, like, when you're a kid and you don't have the language, how do you explain when you're watching Atlantis and you want to kiss both Kida and Milo? Like, how do you explain that? You don't. You don't explain it to conservative parents, because my parents would not have liked to hear that. And I can tell that they still wouldn't have liked to hear that with the way that they talk about pride, but that's a whole other problem. Maybe that's why I don't like Hank Hill sometimes. He reminds me of my fucking parents.
Let's go.
Ogres and curls. Oh, I actually finally watched Over the Garden Wall like a while back. I finally got around to it. It's a good show. It's a cute little mini-series. I like it. I dig it. The trees are starting to turn, so it's getting over the garden wall out there. I'm kind of upset a little bit that some of the trees are starting to turn around here. The younger ones, the smaller ones are. And it's like, you're cheating. Give it like a couple more weeks, please. I don't want to think about the passage of time right now. In this situation we're in, this horrible, like, limbo that we're in right now. I really don't want to think about the passage of time. But I genuinely do like the fall. It's usually, you know, pretty cool, but still a little warm. You know, cider mills are open. Oh, I wonder if we'll be able to go to the cider mill I discovered last year, this year, again. Alright, I just got kind of emotional. Conan, I love you, you're cute. Let me see if there's actually like a specific place I should be looking for these monsters, just so I'm not... I say I'm not here all day, but like... Who are we kidding? I'm gonna be here all day. Try near Macalania Woods. Okay. Near Macalania Woods or south of the tent. Let's try south of the tent. Here's my bird. So close to the end of the Calm Lands monster hunting. I didn't really really intend to be monster hunting this entire stream, but it's kind of what it turned into. Because, like, what the fuck else am I supposed to do? Like, you know? All of the other tasks are either really frustrating minigames or, you know... That's not a curl. But yeah, the other tasks are either like frustrating minigames or, you know, weird. But this one's pretty straightforward. But like, how is a kid supposed to know to do this? I mean, I guess they assume a kid curious enough and who would want to play the game enough would, you know, hunt down all the monsters and think of that as fun. Which, you know, you're a kid. Hey, curls. Good kitties. One.
Farewell.
Alright. So I still need at least
No time
one
to waste.
more.
Let's go.
Yeah, cheap viewers. Oh man, guys, I could buy some cheap viewers. Yeah, no, bye. I don't care. I don't want your cheap viewers. You know, I'll say it for YouTube. At least I don't get spam like that on YouTube chat. You know, like, I don't get bots in my YouTube chat like I do on Twitch. Alright, I have all my curls, now I just need ogres.
Farewell. That's how it's done.
Is there a specific place I can get ogres? What? Try the patch of grass in the northwest corner just before the ground starts to slope to where you get Caladbolg. The spawn rate is higher there for some bizarre reason. Where'd I put my bird? I can get over there from here. Apparently people are saying that this works. That's gonna be kinda nuts if it does. Like this patch of grass right here. This ridge right here? Or no, is it this? Yeah, this. Oh, that's a Malboro. Oh man, look at that skybox. Alright, Reddit. I'm not gonna give up, but this feels a little bit silly. I mean, I know they're in this upper area, so, like, if rubbing myself in this grass is not gonna do it, then whatever, but... Alright, there's an ogre. I gotta be pretty close on ogres. Oh. Okay, that's curls. I don't need any more of those. Tomorrow might be more FF10. I'm not sure what our raid schedule is gonna look like this week because they're releasing Terrace of the Endless Spring. And, of course, you know, they have to be weird about it. So I don't actually know if we're raiding, tomorrow? Hey, ogre. Lock in. Okay, I have all my ogres. It's ogre. It's finally ogre. Alright, Calmland's done. Hell yeah. But if I do FF10 and Scott is available, I might have him help me with Blitzball. Since that is probably the most major thing I would need his help with on stream. And probably something that he would, have a bit of fun doing. Can I get another chocobo? No? Damn. Okay. I'll just hoof it. I got time to hoof it. But if he's not too busy, I want to see if I can help him out. Have him help out. So I do want to finish this game within a reasonable amount of time, like... And I want to show off some of the cool things you can do. Like, show off, like, how you grind and how you, how you do some stuff. I gotta eventually fight Belgemine. I gotta look up how that works. If she fights you with all of her Aeons all at once, then that means I need to get all of my Aeons their overdrive. And maybe teach them some things to help out. I think for this one, the Calm Lands, because it's the first one you do, the game kind of expects you to do it, so the reward isn't entirely, like, the greatest, so you get the Chimera Geist. So yeah, that's done. I guess... Actually. Nope. Nope. Oh, I hope I didn't screw anything up by hitting that button. Who do I buy blank gear from? Oh, he made another monster? You're not the guy that I buy. Okay, you're not the guy that I buy blank items from. But what I should do is I should customize gear for Titus, Yuna, or Titus, Riku, and Waka. In fact, these arm guard, these metal pieces might be the best to do it too. Do I have anything for Riku? I don't have a lot of gear for Riku, so I'm trying to think. And she has that. I don't think I could put stone proof on something that already has stone ward. Oh, Tinsel's in the house. I really don't have a lot of gear for her. Okay. So, what I can do... and this might be expensive, but like, what the heck else are you gonna use this stuff for? But I can put stone proof. Ow! Oh, sorry, I sneezed. If I add stone proof, that gives Riku some equipment to go fight Geoset, so the anima dude. Because a big part of what that thing does is it turns you to stone. Where's the metal bracer? Stone proof. Soft bracer. And I might wait until I have God Hand. Before I fight that thing. Because I'll have to be able to fight it with Calidbolg and God Hand. Anything new from me, buddy? Oh, okay. Well, I'm done in the Calm Lands. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum. Actually, I might be able to go try it now. No, I have all everybody's capture weapons equipped. I really don't want to go through all of that and then forget that I, you know... Yeah. And then forget what I had done. Does that mean I should just go to Bikanel? Oh, I should just go to Bikanel.
Here we go.
That way I can work on Riku's. Because Riku's whole thing takes place on Bikanel, basically. I just need to make sure not to go to home. Because Dark Ifrit isn't home. And that's not safe. So I need to find an Antlion Hill. And also... I don't need you guys. Is an antlion an enemy that I actually need to capture? No. Doesn't look like it. I think they're sort of limited in how many there are. And there aren't actually too many enemies to actually capture here. There's only a handful. They all hate Tidus, apparently.
Farewell. That's how it's done.
I also don't really have much of a sense of direction when it comes to the desert. So when I go and do the Cactuar hunting for Riku, I might want no encounters. What do I actually have to do to get no encounters? purifying salts. So I might need to get purifying salts, okay. Do I actually have any? How the hell would I know? Yeah, I didn't think so. Because the thing for Riku is you do the Cactuar village, and the Cactuar village, like, it spawns a bunch of Cactuars that you need to fight across the desert. Whoa, game. Camera did not like doing that. Holy shit. Oh hey, you motherfucker, are you as much of a problem as you used to be? Not nearly. You do still do a lot of damage, but I can knock you down very quickly. That is cathartic, considering how much trouble the birds in particular gave me. Not long ago. Like, it wasn't that long ago that the bird was giving me that much trouble. Oh, look at my boys grow. Is it a specific antlion pit? Oh my god. Boys.
Enough.
Thank you. And I just can't go to home. God damn it. No, 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 no. I'm not playing Blitzball. Not yet. Don't think the antlion is there. Don't remember where they are. Just know I need to fight one for her, thing. I don't know which one it is.
Farewell. That's how it's done.
But we're making good progress on this. Like, I've only got like 3 more areas to clear, and then I think Auron's condition will be satisfied. At least it should be satisfied. I hope. Like, if not, Auron, what the fuck? But I'm kind of running out of the areas that it would typically expect you to do for this, because you have to unlock the Omega Ruins. And I don't think it expects you to do this inside Sin.
That's how it's done.
But I could be wrong. Like, I could do all of this work and I could be wrong. Hi, bitch. I'm doing like twice the damage I did when I came to see you last. And I'm like twice as quick. And that was damage limit. Like, you are not a problem now. Which is so bizarre to think about. How you are not a problem now. That's... yeah, let's move Waka back. Paradoxically. I need somewhere to put Auron. Oh my god, he's getting so many sphere levels that he just can't use yet. Alright, I have enough Alcyone. Probably close on Sandwolves.
Farewell.
Okay, I have enough Alcyone.
That's how it's done.
But for perspective, it's the Sandwolf, Mushushu, Zoo, Sandworm, and Cactuar, which the Cactuar might have overlapped from Thunder Plains? I don't actually know if the Cactuar here are a separate type of Cactuar. As far as I'm aware, there's only one type of Cactuar in the game.
Enough. That's how it's done.
I love this game though, like... even doing this stuff. Alright, I have enough Sandwolves. I have enough Alcyone. I have enough Sandwolves. And I just want to thank whoever came out, lurked for a bit. You know, you didn't have to stay. That's okay. This isn't exactly riveting content, and I am not the most riveting orator. But I'm glad you came out for however long you did.
Enough. That's how it's done.
I appreciate it. And for anyone who's watching this back for whatever reason, I also appreciate that. If I help you play this game in any way, like, awesome. Like, if I have helped you, if you're like revisiting the game and you forgot something, or, you know, haven't played it and just got confused about something and I've helped you in any way, that's nice. Alright, I can't go to home. Because home, death. Ifrit isn't home. And Ifrit is death. Like, I want to thank everyone who is... someone chose to follow me. I didn't get a, notification as to who it was.
No time to waste. Let's
But
go.
someone followed me. Which, thank you. On Twitch. Which I'm close to 40 followers. I only need 2 more. If you want to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/TwillyDramon. Ah shit, I need Riku. Like, if you want to sub to me on YouTube, YouTube/TwillyDramon. Like, it's where I am everywhere. That has been my brand for many a year. I don't see it changing. I like it. It's a bit absurd. For anyone who's wondering, the name comes from, the name actually dates back to, Twilight Princess when it came out. Because I was kind of obsessed with Twilight Princess. I was just getting, you know, started on the internet. And I needed a name for the Digimon forums, which are defunct now, they don't exist. And Dramon is usually the... Look, I like dragons, okay? And like, Dramon is usually... what the really cool Digimon were named. Blank Dramon. So, roughly, my name is Twilight Dragon Digimon. You can call me Twilight. Typically that's kinda what, you know, friends and whatnot call me. Just Twilight. It's easy. Oh, you bonked Waka. But yeah, you look that up, you'll find me everywhere. Patreon, Ko-fi. Well, Patreon is under my government name, which, yeah. Wish I had changed that, but... eh. Yeah, if you like this at all, want to see more, help me afford better equipment, subscribe, like, share, I could use a few new memory cards for my computer. It's that Elbed primer. And I've been enjoying this, actually. And I mean, I'm not, like, making any money doing it, but I would like to. Because, you know, I'm having fun playing games and hanging out with people. I promise I'll get better. I mean, I kind of have to, right? Like, 10,000 hours and all that? I don't need any of this. I'm gonna save. I don't remember how all of this, like, this area works. I'm gonna go towards home. And if I hit Dark Ixion, I hit Dark Ixion. Who knows? Damn it, I need this encounter. But if you want to, you know, see my art, anything like that, or you want to support me, go ahead. Ko-fi, Patreon. Easy way is to just subscribe or, you know, follow me. I'm doing my best to make good stuff for people to watch. Pretty new to all this, so. For the love of God, though, I can make my own assets. I don't need people to, you know, sell me their, you know, services. If I want specific services, I will seek them out myself. I can't really afford to do that, so I will make my own assets. Like that. The lovely power of being an artist. I think those are the antlions. I think they're dangerous when you first encounter them. If you encounter them at, you know, whatever level you're supposed to be when you're here, but I don't think they're dangerous now. This is a famous last words territory, as always, but... But no, I would actually like to, you know, do this, if I can. Not forever, but for a little while. That's why I'm doing this so much. Conan, it's okay. Give armor break. I think that worked. Okay, yeah, you don't do a lot of damage. Yeah, okay. And I can't capture these. Mega Elixir. This one. Oh, I think it's the one back there. With the guy next to it. Hey, Wakka, can you not do that? Oh no. Oh, my idiot boys. My poor idiot boys. Hi, teleport spears. I was looking for those. Pretty sure it's this guy. Okay, I'm gonna be real. I don't actually like how these guys are positioned. This feels very Dark Aeon to me. I'm gonna look up the antlion pit with Riku's. No. Where is the Mercury Crest? And west. Okay, I'm in the right place. There's a whirlpool to the west that contains a treasure with just the Mercury Crest inside of it. So what are these chucklefucks doing? Oh my god. Hit. Okay. I'm not seeing that it should be in a pit with dudes in it, so I think this might be bad. So I'm not touching these guys. Fuck them. Alright, no, I can't do that. Alright, I have enough Mushu. Shoo. Oh my god, leave Waka alone.
Farewell.
So I need zoos and sandworms, at the very least. I'm not sure about Cactuar. I feel like if I talk to those guys, I'm gonna get Dark Ifrited. And I don't want to be Dark Ifrited. Ifrited. I'm nearing the end of stream.
Farewell.
I did not need to do any of that fight.
No time to waste. Let's go.
Alright, there's the Mercury Crest. Okay. I don't need to do that anymore. Do not trust that. so the next thing I need to do is start off the Cactuar hunt. Which I might do next time, because I am running short on time. And I don't want to do that and then suddenly, you know, freak out about it. I will take more big birds.
That's how it's done.
I am kind of sorry that this entire time was just basically monster hunting. That's just kind of the reality of this part of the game. Monster hunting be a thing. I hope I'm nearly done with it. Just because I don't want to subject everyone to it for forever. Do a little bit more fighting. Run right up on the clock. Might be doing more tomorrow. Might be raiding. I really don't know. And once all of these raids are out, we should, our schedules should, you know, fix themselves. But this release time, like, releasing them one after the other. I mean, we got all of Mogushan Vaults done, but man, if Heart of Fear hadn't bugged, we probably would have been able to get that. A few more, at least one more heroic. Oh, I think I just thought of a funny meme for the Lei Shi thumbnail. That's not gonna be for a while. That's a terrace boss.
It's over.
I did upload our heroic kills of Ocean Vaults to YouTube if you're interested. If anyone is interested, they are there with silly meme thumbnails. Well, most of them are memes. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. If anyone, you know, popped in or out or lurked, thank you. I appreciate it. I know everyone's excited for Silk Song, so I don't really expect anyone to have any energy for anyone but their favorite streamers. Everyone's gonna be wanting to watch Silk Song this week. And I do not blame them. It is probably one of the most anticipated games. Like, Baldur's Gate 3 was super anticipated, but... Oh my god, that's a Cactuar. It doesn't count. Do the ones I've already caught count? No, Baldur's Gate 3 was really anticipated, and it had a long development cycle. But at least you had, like, early access versions of it to play. Sorry about the yawn. Like, Silk Song, there was just absolutely no news until, like, 2 months ago. And they just decided to drop it. In, like, a couple days. And... ballsy move. And everyone's like, why did it take so long? Why did it take so long? And like, who cares? Sometimes games take a while. And a game like Hollow Knight or Silk Song,
No time to waste. Let's go.
they gotta perfect their mechanics. They can't have any sloppiness in how, like, the game feels. So yeah, I kinda don't blame them for taking their time. I wish more companies would take their time making games. Like, more companies need to take their time making games. I'm not, you know, and I'm being completely serious. Actually, wait, can I move Orin now? Because I got a teleport sphere. Can I... Orin? That's delay attack. Is it moving just along Orin's? Because... Oh, there's Waka. Alright, Orin, you wanna wreck some house? Yeah, let's get you to wreck some house, my guy. Oh, you've got so far to go. Oh, I love it. I probably could have afforded to move him to further along Waka's sphere grid, but I found this area. And, yeah. And I'm tired, so y'all can suck it. No. Ability. Orin's got a lot of levels. He's been storing them up. My dude is about to get mega accurate and I get pissed. Alright. Going over a little bit, but just because I'm moving Auron around. Oh yeah, big boy. Get it. Yeah. Actually, where's Lulu? Lulu's at her end? Okay. Riku's going through Titus's. Let's get Yuna. Let's have her swap places with Lulu. Let's start making Yuna, angry. Angry Yuna. And I will move Lulu. Can I move Lulu with anything right now? That isn't a teleport sphere? I could return her. Could I return her to us? I can. This is probably a really dumb use of spheres, but I've kind of got to do what I got to do here. I don't have enough spheres to unlock everything. I think I got everybody where they can go. Alright. Well, that'll be it for me tonight. I've already stated where you can find me. Like, subscribe, follow, all that fun shit. I am tired.